Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Munazza Bangash and today we're going to be learning how to do this pretty golden glittery eyes with like the rest of the makeup as well. So yeah, I'm starting out with Tarte Shape Tape. This is to conceal all the veins on her lids, and I'm not using excessive product. I'm just using it to create a smooth base. So I'm just going to set it with Coty S-Pen, and that is going to give me a very smooth base to work with my eyeshadows. I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette. Of course, it's my ride or die. I'm going to use a baby puke shade from the palette to apply it on her lids and on the crease of her eyes as a transition shade, and then I'm going to add darker shades to deepen up the outer corner of the eyes. As you guys can see, I'm taking the shadow underneath her eyes as well. That is because when we're done with the eyes, I'm going to clean it up in the end before doing the base, and it's just going to look so beautiful. You're never going to need a tape, and you're never going to worry about the fallout either. Once I've deepened the outer corner as much as I wanted to, I'm going to go in with the golden shade from the palette, and I'm applying it on the lid. As you guys can see, I am going just a little bit over the crease, because you don't want your lid shade to end where your eye creases. You want it to end where your eyeball ends, if that makes sense. I'm gonna add the glitter I got from Chase Up. Yeah, it's very inexpensive and it's very nice. The only trick is that you need to keep your eyes closed for like 1 minute, and it's never gonna crease. It's gonna look the best. I'm using the J. Note Cosmetics liquid eyeliner for her eyes, and I have drawn a very rough wing. That's because, as you guys can see, I used a black eyeshadow to set it and to smoke it out. Then I'm using the Artmatic lashes for her eyes. These are very pretty, natural looking, the thinnest band you can find, and very inexpensive. So it's one of my favorites to use for party eye looks. And yeah, for her eyebrows, I'm using the eyeshadow from the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's the third last one and the black one, and just looks perfect. The eyebrows look a little thick, but that's because we just had to match both of them. Also, if you guys notice that I'm not wearing a mask, it's because this was filmed pre-COVID and I stopped using YouTube and stopped uploading. That's why it was not up before, but yeah, that's why I'm not wearing a mask. For her face, I used a moisturizer. Any moisturizer would do, whatever suits your skin. Then I used NYX pore filler primer to fill in her pores, and Kralin TV Paint Stick 508 to color correct under her eyes and around her mouth. For her face, I'm using Maseret Misbah in the shade Fair. Yeah, that's it. I'm just using this foundation on her face. And don't forget the crooks of your nose or the edges of the mouth when you're applying foundation, because these are the places that we usually miss. Then I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape in the same shade that I used before, light medium honey, underneath her eyes to conceal the dark circles, and the color corrector that we put there before is going to help us with concealing, and it's going to prevent the skin from getting gray. I'm using the Maybelline compact powder to set her base, and then I'm going to bake her face with the Coty S-Pen. I'm going to apply the same eyeshadows that I used on her crease, under her eyes, not using a lot of product because I wanted to keep it a little cleaner. Because we already had that eyeshadow we applied before. We had just cleaned it, right? We didn't remove it. I used the Makeup Revolution contour palette to contour her cheeks. Then I used the BH Cosmetics blush palette for her cheekbones, and I'm so sorry this is going so fast. Just set the face with MAC Cosmetics Fix Plus to make the base a little bit before going in with your highlighter. And I'm using the Maybelline highlighter for her face, it's the Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. I'm also using the same highlighter on the inner corners of her eyes and her brow bone. After curling the lashes, sorry, that was a tongue twister. After curling the lashes, I am gonna just apply some mascara and then apply lipstick at last. It's been so long since I have done a voiceover. This is really hard. I'm gonna set the face with Morphe, and if you're wondering what I've used for her lips, it was the Jeffree Star Cosmetics in the shade Calabasas, and there was this Clazona lipstick that I don't remember, I'm so sorry, but I mixed both of them, and this is the shade that we got. And then I applied a little bit of gloss on top of it as well. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye.